For this project, we're going to be making a painting of Indian corn, and we are going to be using the cool colors for the corn and the warm colors for the background. And just to review, cool colors are blue, purple, and green, and the warm colors are yellow, orange, and red. So for this first step, we need to draw corn. If you are here at school, I'm giving you a pattern to do that. If you're at home, you can just draw the shape of the corn, or you could print a picture, whatever is easiest for you. So when you trace the corn or draw it, have it close to the bottom but not touching the bottom. And go ahead and lightly trace it. I am pressing pretty hard with my pencil so the camera can see what I'm doing, but you need to press as lightly as you can so that your pencil lines don't show in your final project. Now just a reminder, after you do that, please put your name in the bottom back corner. Then what you're going to do is draw lines to divide your corn into rows. And so I'm just going to quickly go from the top to the bottom. You don't need to measure this. Be as neat as possible. Again, draw lightly. It doesn't have to be exact. Once you get that done, you're going to begin painting. So you'll need to get a piece of newspaper, and you'll need to turn your paper sideways so that your paper can fit on the newspaper. And then you need paper towel, a bowl of water, a paintbrush, and some paint. And we're starting with just the 3 cool colors. Now this isn't water paint, so you don't want to get this real watery. Every time you dip your brush, make sure you gently blot it. Remember, when you rinse your brush, you don't slosh it in the bowl. You gently stir at the bottom so that the water doesn't splash your work. And then you scrape it on the side of the bowl and dab it. Blot it on your paper towel. So I'm going to go now with green and just randomly paint some circles of green in these rows, like so. And you'll just put a few of green in each row, and then I'm going to rinse my brush, scrape it, blot it, and then I think I'm going to take some blue and put some blue kernels. And when I do the blue, I'm going to go back then and actually add some blue to some of the greens that I've already done so that I can see what the colors look like when they're used together. So I'm going to go through now and do some kernels with blue and green together. And I'm going back and extending my kernels so that they touch the lines. You want to fill in that space. I'm going to rinse, blot. This time I'm going to stick with just blue for a few of them. Now don't just dab, 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 dab everywhere. Really pay attention to the shape you're drawing and try to fill in that space. And then I'm going to go back and maybe take a little purple and put some purple in with some of the blues and leave some of the blues plain. And then maybe I'll take just purple and do a few. So what I'd like you to do now is draw your corn, divide it into rows, and then you will be given your cool colors of paint. And again, if you're doing this at home, you can fill in these spaces by experimenting with mixing different colors of crayons or markers or color pencil. And take your time and fill in all of your kernels. So go ahead and experiment with the cool colors, and then go on to the second video where you can see how we will add the background.